divided into 3 chapters. Tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about my entrepreneurial story, which is actually kind of a film, and then the third and final chapter will be about the great lengths we went to kind of make this happen and get it off the ground. But before that, I just kind of want to explain that I'm in Detroit for a couple of weeks on my summer vacation with my girlfriend, and just wanted to kind of give the city kind of a quick round of applause and say, like, thanks for making me feel so welcome. It's been a great place. So, a bit about myself. I trained as a journalist and spent 4 years working in local newspapers in the north of England before I moved to London 6 years ago. And since then, I've kind of been working in film production, publicity, and various bits and pieces for various agencies. And then a couple of years ago, a friend and I thought, right, we've been spending so long working for other people, let's try and do a project ourselves. So we kind of worked up a script for a film, which was called Orange Fever, the movie. It was kind of, if you can picture kind of something like American Pie, but set in a sort of a steel town in the north of England. It's a sort of a daft comedy about 2 likely lads on a mission to find love. They tried salsa dancing, karaoke and fake tanning, and it always went wrong. So it's a really kind of a silly comedy. We've got a 90-page script, we put together a production package. We took it out to try and get funding for this Orange Fever film, thinking really creatively, so we took it to kind of national funding bodies, local funding bodies. We even tried to get sponsors from like kind of drinks brands, food brands, various, you know, friends and family. And we started crowdsourcing the film, so we kind of got Orange Fever the movie t-shirts printed, Orange Fever the movie hats. We started selling those, friends and family. It started working pretty well. But anyway, we got so far, and you know, a year and a half later, we realised we've not got enough money to make this film. So started having a pint at a local London pub. Me and my friend, we came up with our master plan, which is kind of chapter 2, and this is chapter 3. Sorry, this master plan was cycling all the way from the north of England to the Cannes Film Festival, a sponsored cycle trip to raise money for this film. So my friend, he was nominated as a cyclist. I was nominated as the guy in charge. So I was setting in various challenges while he was cycling down. So I don't know if you know kind of how big England is. It's absolutely tiny compared to the States, but it's still a pretty big place, and France is even bigger. So getting on his bike, we calculated it was 783 miles in 16 days. And we kind of built it. The town he was set off from was a tiny little town in the north of England called Brighouse. So it was Brighouse to Cannes, Le Tour de Tannes, so we were all set. He had his Orange Fever the movie t-shirt, his Orange Fever the movie hat. He had his French translation, a phrase book, and he had a bottle of wine in his backpack, and he set off. So he's not, I mean, my friend is by no means an athlete, so it was a bit of a kind of challenge. So anyway, we went back up to the north of England, where we're all from. It's kind of where the heart and the soul of the film is from. If anyone's seen the film The Full Monty, it's from the same sort of area as that, and that was sort of the vibe for the comedy that we wanted to get onto screen. Anyway, we went up to our local pub. The challenges began, so we set him, he got his legs waxed because we thought that would make his journey a bit easier. Then the next stage was he cycled down to Nottingham. Instead of just putting him up in a hotel, we set him the challenge of he had to stay on a pig farm in Nottingham. Then he cycled down to Cambridge, back into London. We kind of welcomed him in London. We actually, to be honest, we didn't think he'd even get that far. But by some sort of miracle, he made it to London. Yeah, he made it to London, and then off to Paris. We did a bit of a salsa flash mob in Paris, then cycled to Fontainebleau, did mountain climbing, a bit more wine tasting in Chablis. Then he cycled to a town called Orange, and this is where the trip became really exciting because we met the mayor of Orange. And we kind of did like a little bit of a town twinning thing, which was really fun because we had Orange Fever, there was this town called Orange. It kind of was a really special day. Anyway, 16 days later, 783 miles done, even wearing a bit of fake tan from this town called Saint-Tropez, just up the road from Cannes. My mate Dominic Stables, he arrived into Cannes, onto the red carpet, and we did what we did, which was really special, we kind of filmed that journey, made a short film about our journey to make our big film, which might sound a bit complicated, and it's still kind of a bit complicated to me, but anyway, we made a short film that we actually stayed up all night, edited it, and we showed it in an Irish bar in Cannes, and then we actually sent it off to loads of film festivals. They loved our spirit, and this short film kind of won a few awards. It even played in New York City, Mexico City, and kind of around the world. And yeah, that's it. That's kind of my story. So thanks for listening.